So we received two grants. One come from the Ernest L. Kurth Charitable Foundation. That was a $67,000 grant to purchase a secondary brush truck, which is well needed, and some equipment along with that truck. The second grant was $25,000 from Texas A&M Forest Service. That grant is for hoses, firefighting equipment, hoses, generators, lighting, flashlights, anything it takes us to fight grass or wildland fires. Last calendar year, we ran 167 calls, which averaged about 15 calls a month. The majority of those calls, depending on the season, depending on the climate, depending on if we're in a drought. Some years are worse than other years. Some years are not as bad as other years. A brush truck is one of the most used trucks that we use. Like I said, brush trucks they're not just used for brush fires. They're used for grass fires. They're also used for backups. They're also personnel carriers, right? If we need additional personnel out on a structure fire, one way to get them there is come in and grab a brush truck, a couple people jump in it instead of having personal vehicles scattered everywhere and taking up space on scene, which can be a hazard in itself. So the brush truck is typically the most common truck used. Brush trucks are usually a higher number of brush fires or grass fires throughout the year than other structure fires and things, wrecks and things like that. So other services or other volunteer fire departments, when they request our assistance, typically a brush truck and a tanker are the two main things that they call for. You can take one engine and you can fight a lot of fire with one engine. You have multiple hose accesses off of an engine, right? And you have the pumping capability from one engine to accommodate 9, 10, 12 fire hoses. You just have to have the water to accommodate that. So tankers and brush trucks are the two most common that are used for mutual aid. Typically, it's a brush truck's the first thing called for. We run mutual aid to Angelina River, Broadus, San Augustine, Huntington, every fire department in Angelina County, as well as Comasnil and Woodville. We'll run back up to those guys too. So we're not just here to serve our area, we're here to serve every area around us, just like every other volunteer fire department in the area does. We have mutual aid agreements with everyone, and we're here to help them as well as them help us. Every time there's a fire on national forest, we're called out. Now, even on controlled burns in national forest, passerbys will drive down the highway and after the fire's out, after the fire's over and there's just embers and burning logs and thousands of acres of burnt nothing, we still get constant calls because someone will pass by at night, they'll see a tree on fire or a little red glow, and we'll respond to that. We also respond when there is a fire on U.S. Forest Service land. Typically the passerby will call 911 and 911 automatically calls us. When we get there, we'll deem whether it's on private land or national forest land. If it's on national forest, we'll call and request the U.S. Forest Service to come out to assist, or Texas Forest Service to come out to assist. That $67,000 grant for the brush truck, we're hoping to try to find a new truck, but try to find one in the $50,000 to $55,000 range, and then use the remaining balance of that money to outfit it with lights, sirens, which those are pretty expensive as well, lights and sirens, and decals for the doors, things like that, and then with the equipment. One great thing is the $25,000 from Texas A&M also will allow us to use part of that money to contribute to this grant to completely outfit a truck. Another great thing is we already have part of a truck, as far as we already have a skid that'll go on the back. That's the tank, the hose reel, an engine and a pump. So we already have, kind of got a leg up on that one. We already have one of those. So that puts us a little bit ahead with that. That's just one less thing we have to purchase because we already have it. For Father's Day, we have a guided fishing tournament with Captain Lynn Atkinson of Reelman Guide Service has offered his service for free for a day. We're selling those for Father's Day. And then next Saturday, we have a fishing, a bass fishing tournament out of Castle Boykin.